different teams. What's your expectations coming into this season? What's your thoughts on the team that y'all have assembled this year?
With us, I think it's just we're enjoying each other, enjoying the moment. Make sure we take one game at a time. We're building off last season. We finished strong, just having fun and just being ourselves. Really, just taking it day by day.
Talking with Aspen and Chloe and with others, that it seems like you kind of have a personal connection with almost everybody on this team, maybe everybody on this team. Everybody sees your stats and knows what you can do on the field, but just how much pride or how much do you make it a point to kind of be that go-to person in the clubhouse and leader for this?
I think it's super important, just trying to build a relationship with everybody because, each year it's a different team because people come and go. You get your freshmen and the seniors leave. You just want to make sure you make a good impact on everybody. And this year I'm striving to make sure I make a good connection with everybody, just to help I can and just try to leave this program better than I found it and just make sure everybody enjoys being here instead of being cause sometimes, being a college athlete can get hard. And I just want to make sure everybody enjoys their time and just make sure they're happy and stuff like that.
How much pride do you take in, I think Aspen was saying you caught her, her 10th grade year, you were maybe a senior,
Yeah.
and you caught her to camp. How much pride do you take in, seeing not just yourself, but your teammates get to develop?
Oh, it's an amazing feeling because, coming from, being a little freshman, Aspen was all nervous and stuff to, her being so confident once she steps on that rubber. And then seeing, Jackie, growing up, knowing her for 4 years, one of my best friends on the team, her, being nervous and saying this and this and getting her opportunity and executing. It's such an amazing thing to see my teammates just succeed all the time. It's so nice.
I mean, this being your last year here, what's on your college bucket list, both on and off the field? What do you have to do before you leave this?
Really, I'm just trying to enjoy the moment, take pride in everything, really just sit back and appreciate everything that's Mississippi State has given me, and I'm not taking anything for granted, really. That's all I'm focused on.
You set records here. You hit a ton of home runs. You set a lot of hits. Played a lot of different positions.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is your impact here at Mississippi State since you've been here? I mean, you mentioned the relationship piece that you have with the players, but so far, what do you feel like you've done here?
I think something just making sure people appreciate softball as a sport at Mississippi State because, we're a baseball, football, women's basketball, but just being able that people know that Mississippi State has a growing and successful program is really something special here. Because Ricketts, in the 4 years she's been here so far, 3?
7.
I'm talking about as a head coach. As a head coach, really making something of her own and making it special and knowing that we're on the map is something that is good for this program. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Aspen talked about how important it would be to host a regional here for the state and for the team. Mm-hmm. How important to you would that be this year?
Oh, it's one of the main goals. We're going to take it game by game, but being able to host a regional, do something I don't think has been done in school history, or even after that, win that, crush that, and go to supers and so on is going to be a thing we're going to work towards, but we're just focused on one at a time right now.
Is that something you guys kind of talk about amongst each other in the team, or is that kind of just, assumed after the success you had last season that you want to take that next step up?
I think it's a little bit here and there because a lot of times we're just trusting the process and just make sure that we focus on this team one at a time, not focus on the future so much, just right here, right now, in the moment, do what we got to do, and then move on from there.
Robbie mentioned the different positions you played. What was it like playing shortstop last year?
Oh, it was fun because, me and Maddie were joking around in practice sometimes, and I'll just practice just to give them some extra, give them a little break and stuff. And then when it actually happened, I was like, oh, snap, I got to do this. But adjusting to it was fun, and just being able to see a different dynamic of the other side of the field was really fun.
And you were playing on the infield with Tana. I mean, what was that like with your sister? What's it going to be like this year?
It was nice because, when she played third, we can talk a little junk to each other because she's my sister. And just always had that relationship. But being closer to you, it was having that trust, okay, if I can go to my backhand here, she's going to get me. Knowing that her range, I don't have to really talk to her about it. It's just that trust is nice. And then being behind the plate, I love being behind the plate, but that was fun, something new, something different. It was nice.
I know not having father this year gets behind you or ahead of you in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know you're going to miss her, but how you're kind of approaching not having her as your batting sidekick, so to speak.
Yeah. I miss Fa. She's one of the crazy ones, but I love her. I think this year it's just focused on make sure everybody 1 through 24 has their role, knows it, and make sure that how we succeed. It's not just certain people. It's going to take everybody. It's not going to take just me or anybody else. Just literally 1 through 24 is going to be the reason why we're successful this year.
Saying that, what are your opinions of the freshmen so far?
They're great. They're an interesting group. They're funny. They all have different. They're from different areas and stuff. So getting to know them really well, it's nice, and make sure I help them know their roles, know what they need to do to get better and stuff. And they're a great group of girls.
With the experience that Riley Cole had in high school and her position, do you feel like you have to mentor her as a catcher and everything? And do you see her as like a protege almost?
I think yeah, but I think at the same time, like, we kind of have a good relationship where like we can talk to each other about that, but then outside we are like friends and stuff. Like it was kind of like a automatic thing where I wanted to help her. I wanted to be there to make sure that she's ready for next year and years to come, so she has as much confidence as possible. She can go out and play and be against anybody and dominate.
It almost kind of sounds like you even up on yourself kind of feel like an assistant coach to a degree on this team. Do you kind of feel that way? Is that kind of fair to say to a degree?
I mean, at a certain extent, like, I don't think of that. I just think of wherever I can help, because there's only 4 coaches, and there's 24 of us. So any way that I can help make Ricketts and DJ's life easier. And I love coaching. That's what I want to do in the future. I love the game of softball. I want to be around as long as I can. So any way that I can help me helps them. So it's nice.
What's it like having Loza as a coach instead of a pitcher?
Oh, it's funny. We give each other crap a lot just because she's a player. But having her being able to pitch to us, and she wants to beat us because her competitiveness, it's something that actually is good for our team, because she can go in there, throw to us, and she wants to strike us out, and we want to hit tanks off of her just because of the competitiveness. And just having that little friend, that little banter with each other is fun and it's nice.
She struck us all out today.
Yeah, she's done that a few times with me too, so it's okay.